Welcome to the Pitmaster Podcast. We're barbecue competition competitors that aim to share information, advice, tips, and tall tales about our favorite pastime. Head over to thepitmasterpodcast.com for all things Pitmasters, or follow us on your favorite social media platform. And now, here are the hosts of the Pitmaster Podcast, the two-time grand champion, SCA World Champion finalist, and barbecue specialist of Smoke Ain't No Joke Barbecue, the Anthony Lujan, and the 24-time grand and reserve grand champion, reserve world grand champion, Wendover High Roller champion, and the founder of Pitmaster Barbecue Supply Company stores in Utah, the old man himself from Big Johnson's Barbecue, Jesse Johnson.
This is Greg Rempe from the Barbecue Central Show, and you are listening to the Pitmasters Podcast, and they are doing it live.
We'll do it live.
That's right, Bill. I just said that. They're going to do it live.
We'll do it live.
Yes, live. They're going to do it live.
What up, Pitmasters? Live again on a Tuesday night. We got Kyle Matuszewski coming in from Arizona. Man, this dude opened up a restaurant. Actually, I should rewind a little bit. Competitive barbecue cook, opened up a restaurant. Apparently, he's opening up another business on the block.
A butcher shop.
That's the rumor on the blocks. We'll confirm that. And I'm pretty sure he should just buy the entire block, put like a barbecue retail store in there, maybe some swag in there, I think he's on his way to buying the whole block. So it's all good.
Yeah,
man.
see how gray he is already, man. He's getting gray from all that stress.
Right? Adding on top into being a Cowboys fan with me, that's stressful enough in itself. And then trying to open up a restaurant, it's tough. Life is tough.
That'll age you 10 years right out of the box. I'm sorry.
Well, Jesse, I've been super slammed this week. I failed. I did not get those competitions on the website. I've been super behind with that, but I will get those up.
Fired.
It's all good. But yeah, we have your competition come out in May, the 2nd and 3rd for a KCBS competition. Then you have
got one next month for backyards.
Yeah, you have 6 backyards lined up for the season?
7. So we have 2 at the 5 Points Pitmasters, 2 at the Layton Pitmasters, and 2, including the chili cook-off at the West Jordan Pitmasters. Then we have Hooper's Tomato Days. I actually had somebody ask me to do another one. I'm like, what's the date? I'm like, the year's already mapped out. You got to get this done in November, son.
Right. And then everybody who's watching this live tonight, we want to wish you luck on your travels to SCA World Championships.
Good luck to everybody.
But then this will come out in a couple weeks, and hopefully everybody did fantastic at World Championships. So
Utah, go represent.
Exactly. But and then make sure you go and get Christy Vanover just opened up her contest for the SCA in Las Vegas. Roll the dice with BBQ. Get signed up for that. And then also the Utah.
What's the date on that one?
That one is April 22nd, if I remember. Nice. Give me 1 second. Yeah, April 25th and 26th. Yep. And then
I haven't seen anything for the Blaze of 47 yet. Have you?
I have not seen anything about that. That's hopefully going to happen at the Utah State Fair Park. But
yeah, hopefully.
Other than that, Jesse, we did have a conversation on my tasting episode, and I kind of wanted to get your information on about this. How do you feel about the KCBS extending this barbecue season?
There's so many people that are so pissed off. It's like KCBS doesn't even ask anybody. I mean, this is all about the competitors. Right. Excuse me. They don't even ask the competitors. They just throw it out there. There's so many guys that are pissed off. They're like, what are they thinking? You know what I mean? It's a 14-month year this year. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't chase any points. I've never been able to chase points. I just don't have that time to go travel all over the United States. The most competitions I ever did and this isn't even all KCBS. I think the most I've ever done is 10 in a year.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like I said, I'm not a points chase, but I feel bad for the people who were, and that's just rough. And the board agreed on it; they voted on it, but there was no voice for it, so it's kind of a shitty deal.
Yeah.
Yep. So cool. Let's just quit burning time and let's go talk to Kyle and see what he's been up to. This dude's been busy. He's kind of gone like a ghost in the SCA world, and he knows all about ghosts in his restaurant. So let's go talk to him about it.
Let's go talk some smack.
We call it Thermapen 1,
the first true 1-second cooking thermometer. Its unprecedented speed means Thermapen 1's responsiveness approaches the speed of thought. Because when you're plating the perfect menu or smoking the perfect side of barbecue, you don't have time to think about how your instant read thermometer is accurate to 0.5 degrees in 1 second or less, or how rugged and waterproof it is, or how big, elegant and bright the backlit display is. You'll just know it works, because our perfection powers your perfection. Seek perfection with Thermapen 1.
Yo, Kyle, what's up? The future mayor of Florence, Arizona in the house.
Bro, how long have I been out of the game? Like, you got all these commercials and like, bro, I think the last time I was on this thing, I was on the phone.
Right?
Yeah.
Damn.
We've upgraded.
Out. What is going on, boys? How we doing?
Good.
Good.
How you doing?
Damn,
Good. Did you hear it?
Right, man.
Called you the ghost of the SCA because you have your own ghost scenario at the restaurant.
I know, bro. Damn, I can't believe it. I love it. I love it. Good job,
Right.
boys. What's going on?
Not much. How you been, man? We just getting to check in with you. You competition stopped as soon as you hit your seasoning line, and then your seasoning line kind of fell off to TikTok because you committed in all this restaurant game.
Yeah, bro, I'm all in on a restaurant. Yeah, yeah, bro. I know. I left it all. I said, screw it. Let's roll the dice and open up a restaurant, man. And been crushing,
We're
killing it.
We're still selling all of his rubs, so it's all that matters.
That's my man right there.
Right? Yeah, the rubs are banging. Do you have? Speaking,
Yes,
let's just pick up from right there. You got anything in the works? What's going on with the rub line?
Yeah, I got a brisket rub that we use at the restaurant. It's not your everybody calls it, there's brisket rub or this rub, beef rub. It's just a brisket rub that we use at the restaurant. And it's pretty badass. And like, I've been selling it to customers now because they're begging, like, whatever you put on that brisket is what I want. So I've been selling, I didn't even sell it. I've just been handing out little samples of it. So now it's getting perfect. Well, it's got to go through the whole process of, getting bottled and the nutritional value and all that stuff. And then
it's so much fun, isn't it?
Oh, dude, it's a pain in my, yeah, it is. And then a house rub too, like I don't know what I'm gonna call them. I have no idea, but yeah, it's what we use on like everything else, our chicken, our pork, ribs, everything at the restaurant. We use this other rub for. So we probably have 2 more coming.
Good.
Why don't you just name it the restaurant? Just name it the restaurant.
Yeah, maybe, but we
It
always
burns and bones.
Justin and I, our rubs, they're different. We like to be different. So I don't want to just come out with beef rub, or I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to be different, man. What's up, boys? I'm excited to see you guys. What's going on?
Not a whole lot, man. So tell us about the restaurant. Last time we talked, literally, this is the last time I think we had you on the podcast.
Ooh.
We had you on the podcast, and this thing was in full-blown construction.
Yeah.
You were asking for people to send you stickers so you could put them on the bar, but then you hit a roadblock.
Yeah.
Florence said, no, we got to go through. You got to jump through the coins, jump
Yeah.
through the hoops. You got to collect all the stuff.
Yeah.
And then you got everything cleared up, and now you open the restaurant. So let's fill in that gap between the hoops to now.
So I was still working at Honeywell, and then every weekend I kind of stopped the competition scene, and every weekend my brother and I, my dad, and then Justin Kofini, who's my business partner in the restaurant, we'd work on the restaurant every weekend. And we got to a point to where, like, all right, we're ready to roll. And I had some smokers that we were putting outside. Outside of the building, there was a 6-car parking lot in the back. And we ripped that up, and we built this big badass patio. And because the town of Florence, they have no patio, no bars or restaurants out here have patios. So we're like, screw it, let's have a patio. Got the smokers out here. Well, the city, the fire marshal told us, well, you can't have smokers out here because there's no rules about there's no rules about restaurants cooking food outside. Like, we have no rules for that. And I said, okay, cool, no problem. I got
no rules mean you can do it.
That's what I'm saying. So
you know what I'm saying?
I told them, I was like, I have a bunch of buddies that got restaurants. I was like, I can get a hold of them and all their rules about cooking outside, and I will send them all to you, and then you can plus or minus and make your own set of rules. And now I'll just
half the places in Utah, if not more, cook outside.
Correct. Even out here too. But this is, the other places are in Maricopa County. They have rules, but Pinal County doesn't. There's no barbecue places or anything out here where we're at. So they told me, no, you have to hire a food scientist. And I was like, okay, what is a food scientist? So I had to look it up, do the whole thing. So it's about $8,000 to have some asshole write us rules about how to cook food outside. So we said, no, that's good. So we got an old hickory, double wide old hickory. I put that underneath the hood because we had room. And then they said, oh, well, now that you do that, you need $175,000 worth of fire
suppression.
Yeah, in the restaurant. Said, well, we don't have that. So how do we do this? They said, well, the only way you can get around this is you have to go to the city council and you have to tell them your case and blah, 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 blah. Now, when I bought when we bought the restaurant, probably the worst thing and the best thing I ever did was, as soon as they handed us the key, I put this big banner out front that said, Your Behind BBQ, Birds and Bones, coming soon, blah, blah, blah. And like the Facebook, showed the Facebook logos and all that stuff. I had to get a hold of me. Ever since that time, my phone would blow up. Emails, texts, phone calls, whatever it was. When you open it. So for about a year, I had to slowly let people know on Facebook or social media, like, hey, okay, so now we're doing this step and this and that, blah, 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 blah. So it got to a point where I had to let the people know, like, hey, we're kind of in a roadblock right now.
Yeah, the city's holding me up.
Yeah, and the people went berserk. Like they started tagging the city, started sending emails, phone calls. They were tagging.
That's the pressure you need.
Yeah, wow. See, I didn't want to start no drama, man.
But the public speaks, man. That's who
I know.
runs the government.
I know, and I freaking love it. So then my phone starts getting blown up by city council members, like, hey, blah blah blah. So I'm not answering anything because I was like, I don't know what to do. So we went to the city council meeting, and it was packed full of people. And so I was going up there to talk, and I was talking, and they cut my microphone after 2 minutes. Boop. You're done.
Oh.
I was like, okay. So I sat down. My dad goes up there. They cut his microphone off 2 minutes. Then Kofini goes up there and talks. They cut his microphone off, and they had this prepared statement for us. Said, I wish I could have it. I wish I could remember it. I wish it was recorded. But basically, it was telling us that it's a small town. Your riffraff, your social media presence, you're this, you're that. We don't need this here, and blah 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 blah. So I said, cool, that's fine. So we got up and left, went back to the restaurant, and I started papering up all the windows. So I papered them all up. I took all the signs down. I started taking the trophies and everything out of there. I mean, we put a lot of work into this. A lot.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a Mexican food restaurant to begin with, and I just thought we were gonna just do a couple of things, and then boom, we're gonna open. We started taking tile out. We started doing that. And then before we knew it, was a complete shell. So we built this thing up. So as I'm taking the trophies down and just like, okay, whatever, we're going to sell it. And it is what it is. It wasn't meant to be. This lady comes in and she has a Town of Florence shirt on. And she's like, hey, blah, blah. And we're like, look, we don't want to talk to you. Like, we're done. We're selling the place, blah, blah, blah. And excuse my language, but
you're all right.
Her words exactly were, sit the fuck down and you tell me everything that happened. I was like, whoa,
who's this lady?
I know. She was part of the council. She was on the town council. And so we told her everything that happened. She's like, you give me 1 week. Give me 1 week to resolve this. And if we don't have this resolved in 1 week, you can sell the place. I was like, cool. And so 3 days later, we had a bitch session, and they gave us everything we wanted. And the final straw was just open the damn doors because there's so much pressure from the public. And see, the thing about it is it's a very, very, very cool town. I mean, but they got 4 Mexican food places. They have a Burger King, a Subway, and a Sonic. And I think, and a Taco Bell and a pizza place. So, they were excited to have something different in town. And so we said, okay, screw it. We're going to open the doors. And so that next week, I had the whole staff in, and Justin and I were kind of training them like what we wanted. And I cooked them the whole menu, let them eat, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, hey, maybe we should do like a soft opening, a couple soft openings and this and that. Bro, at that point, I was like, bro, fuck that. Open the doors. Open the door. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, soft openings turn into hard openings real fast.
Oh yeah. Well, I should have done a soft opening. So
Yeah.
I did the announcement thing on social media, blah blah blah, and so we're getting going. Like we're getting ready to open a couple hours before we're open. I can't sleep, bro. It's like I'm pulling an all nighter. I don't know what to expect. Whatever. Because now my whole life is into this. Like I quit my 20-year career. I quit everything. Like this has to work. There's no plan B. Like this is it. This has to work. So I go outside, bro. There's probably 60 people in line, and it's about an hour before we open. And I'm like, holy shit. And we only got 30 chairs inside and about 20 outside. Like it's a small place. It's a small place.
QSR, man.
It's perfect.
Cut, slice, box it, say get out.
Yeah. I know exactly. So we open the doors, and it is I have no idea. I've never worked in a restaurant, never anything. I have no restaurant experience, anything. Like maybe a food truck every now and then with special events and stuff like that. I'm a competition guy, bro. I don't know anything.
Now I learned. Slinging.
Yeah. So I still to this day I learned more in that first hour than I've ever learned in my entire life. So so we had takeouts going, we had dine-in going, we had all this we couldn't keep up, bro. We were sold out, done, locked and loaded by 6-7 o'clock at night. I mean, we cooked a shitload of food. So
but you're lucky you did, because if you just did it like a soft opening amount of food, you're going to be done by 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, see, we use this. I'm sure everybody heard of it. It's called Toast. It's these little handheld things, and then we got. I wasn't used to any of this. Like we didn't practice any of this. We didn't do anything. We just opened. It was a cluster. It was a total cluster. And
so you didn't know your point of sale that well?
No, bro, because we should have done a soft opening, but we were just so fed up with all the BS, and they told us to open the damn doors. We opened the doors.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, so then the next, and we were only open Friday through Sunday that time. So then I put a chalkboard out there the next week, and I said, okay, we're doing dine-in only. We have to figure this out. So people were pissed off because we only did dine-in only, but we were trying to get the kitchen. We were trying to get that
the process, get the processes in place.
Correct, getting everything down. Blah blah blah. I 86'd all kinds of things on the menu that I thought would be badass. I said, get rid of all of this shit.
Simplify. Yeah, too many choices slow down your line.
I know, bro. I think so much, and I'm like, bro, we need this, we need that, we need this, and I'm like, nope, get rid of everything. So we literally got rid of everything. Yeah. So then after a while, we got our shit together, and then I said, okay, so I slowly moved this chalkboard out that said dine-in only. So now we were taking dine-ins or takeouts. So we got that going. And boom, life was good. We're absolutely crushing it. So then we introduced the phone. So then we got, phones, takeouts.
Don't do that.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Don't do that.
We were crushing it, and we crushed it. I've learned so much crap I've learned so much shit, and so that probably 4 or 5 months later, there was a business awards banquet that we were catering for the city. And they're like, hey, make sure you're there, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, we're working 18-hour days. Like,
right.
I'm just a zombie. Yeah. And so we're like,
you're lucky you got that old hickory.
I know. I love that thing. That's employee. Yep. Everyone asks me who your favorite employee is. It's the
old hickory.
Nobody's beating that. Everybody the staff gets pissed off. I'm like, well, that's employee one.
Dude,
so I don't know what
I paid for my first event I ever did. That thing got paid for with the first event.
Yeah.
Slinging.
Exactly. So I did that. And so we did that. I went to the awards banquet. We're catering it, and it was like 200 some people, and we won small business of the year
of the year.
And we've only been open for 4 months, 5-6 months, whatever it was. Oh. And there's people that gave me the lecture about a small town riffraff, this blah 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 blah, had to hand me the award and just smile. Yeah, thank you. So other than that, bro, we've been crushing it ever since.
That's awesome.
We've been crushing.
Jesse, give me an audio turn down on your headphones real quick too. Yeah, that's awesome. When I first talked to you about this though, too, you had this vision that you were to sleep in the basement, bro. That you're gonna live at the restaurant because you were that dedicated to it. Tell me why you don't. I know the story, but I want the people to know why you don't live in the basement.
Okay, that first. Okay, so like I said, we were only open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we would slowly add a day. So I would look at it as camping. Like, okay. So I set up a cot. This is no bullshit. I set up a cot in the restaurant and I would sleep there for Friday night or for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I go back out to Waddell on Mondays and Tuesdays. So one night I'm I was trying to sleep. It's like 1:30 ish. I get up at like 2 every morning. So it's like 1:30. I'm getting close. The men's restroom flushed. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, wow, it's an old building. It's all good. Men's restroom flushed. And then the sink in the back washroom physically turned on and started draining water. And I said, all right. So I turned the lights on, blah, blah, blah. Everything was good. But before that, when I was redoing everything, in the restaurant, there's a basement in the place. And it was real old wooden stairs and they look like shit. So we sanded them all down and we painted them. So I was painting from the bottom going up, just me, taped it, left, went to the hotel, got back, came back at like 5 a.m. And I was getting ready to put this grip tape on the stairs, on the lip of the stairs. And I noticed there was little kid footprints like on the fourth stair in the middle of the stairs going down, not coming up, just going down. And I was like, what the who let their kid in here? I was like, I called my dad. I was like, dude, who let their kid in here, walked up and down these stairs? And I'm putting grip tape down as I'm yelling on the phone, but there's no steps farther up. There's only steps, little kid footsteps on like the fourth stair going down. That's it.
Somebody's messing with you.
That's what I thought, bro. Somebody was messing. And then the restroom flushed, and then the sink turned on. At least the ghost is washing his hands. I'm good with that. That's fine. And I just had to do a little seance, not a seance, but I had to do like a little come to ghost talk. Like, hey, you do all your ghost activities you want when I'm not here. Like, I don't care what you do. But just do not touch the fridge and don't touch the freezer. Life is good.
Don't touch the smoker.
Yeah. Don't touch. Well, whatever. That's fine. But just don't mess with stuff. But other than that,
don't open the door. Keep it closed. I need that product.
Like 2 a.m. Like it's almost like it's like 2:10 on the dot. Almost like some pots and pans will fall in the back in the washroom like every day.
Do you go and do you clean up stuff every day?
Yeah. Yeah.
No shit.
It's just like 2-3 pots. Yeah, it still goes down. 2 or 3 pots.
Damn.
So,
dude, you have a
I figured it out.
Have you caught any of this?
Do you have an attic?
You got a camera?
There's an attic.
Have you caught any of this? Like pots falling? Have you caught it?
It's on the cameras. Yeah, it's on the camera. But I can't post that, bro. Then he'll follow me home and then he'll haunt me at my house, and I don't need that. So I'm very nice to the ghost. So there's tons of people that come in left and right. Tons of people. And our only complaint at the restaurant is our place is too small. You need a bigger place. A bigger place. People, you don't know that leaving your job. Plus, with the smaller place, I go and I talk to every customer that sits down. I touch every table. If something needs to be fixed, I fix it. Or if they want to bullshit with me, I'll bullshit with them. There was this old man in there. He was in his 90s. And he's telling me, this place used to be a bank and this and that, blah, blah, blah. So he worked for the city at one point. And at one point, the main road on Main Street where our building is at, it used to be like almost a dirt / semi crappy asphalt. Mm-hmm. And so the city decided to rip all that out and put real asphalt, put sidewalks in and make it, revitalize it a little bit. So he was part of that team that did that. And they were finding like guns and gold and like all kinds of stuff. And then he said they got to where my building's at and they said they found a coffin.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And so he's like, we had no rules back then about, with the coffin or what to do or who to call because they're way out in Florence. They had nobody to call. And so he said they just asphalted over it.
Oh,
so they left it there. So
they didn't move it.
Oh. No, but they moved it he was telling me this, but 8 years ago, then they finally dug it out. So there's a indention
patch,
in the
out front.
Yeah, in the asphalt that they cut open to pull this damn coffin out of.
I'm looking at the picture of the restaurant right now. Is it where that asphalt is in the emergency pullout lane?
Yeah.
Yes. It's that spot right there.
There's
that picture.
A cutout. Yeah, there's a cutout.
Holy shit!
You can probably see it right on Google Maps.
Hold on. Wait a second. Let me see. Let's see. This cutout right here.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, damn. Right in front.
Yeah, that's facts. Everyone thinks I'm bullshitting. And then I'm like, all right, come on. When you're done eating, I'll take you outside and I'll show you where they cut it out. Because I didn't believe it either. But
That's where you should have put your cot right on
yeah,
top of
well,
it.
yeah, no. But there's cops. I'm cool with the cops in this town now.
No,
come
your
in-
sleeping cot.
No,
Oh,
no, no.
yeah.
I know. But there's these cops that come and hang out at the restaurant at 3 a.m. They'll eat their breakfast, blah blah, because that's where they start their shift. So they come in there, and I'm on terms now where I can bullshit with them and make fun of them, and like we're friends now. So I was telling them this story, and one of these girls were like, "Yeah, dude, yeah, I was there. I was there when that happened. That's 100% true. That's because I thought, he's an older man, and maybe he's I don't know."
He's
But there was the intention. He's like, yeah, that 100% happened. I was here for that. I was like, damn,
dude.
All right.
I agree 100% with Crystal. You need to have Ghost Adventures come on, but I'm pretty sure they will do the research and figure out.
I don't want to know.
Was.
Why?
You never know.
Why do we want to know? I don't want to know. I'm good.
Because there's a whole different community out there that will travel from any part of this fucking country to go eat at your restaurant because it's haunted.
Yeah, but see, that's gonna piss off the ghost. Then the ghost is gonna be pissed off at me, and then who knows what that ghost will do? I don't know.
It might make him happy.
Bro, I never believed
that's
in
what
this.
he wants. Maybe he wants somebody to talk to. Kyle, maybe he's just happy that you're not there, and he's pissed off at 2:00 in the morning because you fucking went home.
Bro, no, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. I used to. I'm telling you, it's and working 18, 19 hours a day. That's no joke. My dad was like, you need to get a house out here. Like, you are absolutely losing your mind, because you'd sit there, bro, and like you would work until you were literally making barbecue sauce, whatever it is, until you were tired, and then you would just go to sleep, wake back up, and wrap meat, do it, and then start the whole process all over again.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's been crazy, bro. I missed the competition. I missed that whole life, but damn, man, this place has got me crazy.
Who you gonna call now? The Ghostbusters, man.
No, I'm not playing. I can't do that. I can't do it.
So Kyle, you brought up the word competition. Do you forecast seeing yourself ever competing again, maybe in 2 years or so, after you get the really stabilized and everything's kind of a well-oiled machine? Do you see yourself cooking again?
Everybody always asks me that. I really, really want to, but I am like, I have not, like, I don't have a full-time job. Like, this is now my full-time job. Like, I am too hard-headed to up and leave. And I trust people. I get it, but it's just like, that is the product we're putting, like, my name is written all over that. Like, if they get something shitty and I'm not there, that's an issue for me. I get a bad review and I'm not there, to know what exactly or whatever it was, like, I'm going to be pissed. I don't know, bro. I really don't know, because now I bought we bought another building.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What's that other building about?
Well, okay, so it's an old town, bro. It's a very, very old town. I mean, the building we got is, I think it was built in the 1908, 9, something like that. And so the whole strip, or the whole strip on Main Street, everybody shares like a wall. So like, there's your building, you share this wall, blah, 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 blah. So there's 2 buildings down the road that are, 4 doors down from me, literally 30 seconds away, that are just sitting there vacant. And so we asked, and Justin's wife, she's a realtor. So we kind of have the inside, and she figured it out, blah, blah, blah. And that building was cheap, bro. I'm not going to say how much we got it for, but it was cheap. And so we said, F it, and bought that. And then the building next to that building is a big, monstrous building. And we bought that one. So,
oh man,
the biggest complaint on the like Florence Facebook groups and all that other is the meat sucks. Like, they got a Walmart and 2 Safeways. That's all they have out here. And then you got to drive probably an hour, 45 minutes to an hour away to the closest butcher shop, which is called the Pork Shop. And all they sell is pork. But if you're going to get meat and stuff, you got to find yourself another butcher shop, which is another, it's about an hour 20 total if you want to go get good steaks or good meat or whatever. So I said, dude, why wouldn't we try to open up a butcher shop? And so that's what we're doing. We're going to open up a butcher shop right on Main Street.
And how far is this away from your restaurant?
It's 4 doors down. So 30 seconds from my building.
That should be your to-go location.
Yeah, you know, and I just, you know, and people, the thing is, people sit and wait because, you know, they're just like, dude, your place is too small. You need a bigger place. Well, nobody knows this.
Is this it?
So okay, so that right there, that one,
This one right here?
that was the second building we bought. The butcher shop right next to it. You can see you can see the nope, left. Right there. You see the sign in the window. Go left. That's one building. That one right there.
Oh, there we go. Google must have came through, huh?
Damn. How updated is this?
Right.
Anthony's good, huh?
Right? Damn. Yeah, that's it right there. That's the building.
That's awesome. So yeah, literally, so you're going to supply your own restaurant. Is that the plan?
Correct.
That is awesome.
Correct.
So this is what we cook. This is what you can cook at home, or you can just go down the street and go over here to buy pre-cooked.
Yeah, or you just buy it, bring it to me at the restaurant, and I'll cook it for you. It's good.
Right. Yeah,
I'll figure it out. Yeah. Yeah, I'll figure it out. It's all good.
We'll pick up your brisket rub and your restaurant rub.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. If I'm ever cooking a competition again, I don't know, bro. Who knows?
All right.
Who knows? I want to.
Yeah.
My dad and brother are on the way to the SCA championship right now.
Right.
Must be nice.
I see a spot right across the street from your restaurant that's all pebbles.
No. Go back. I don't know how you did that view. I can't believe how fancy you are now. This is crazy.
Right. So
Bro,
here,
last time I was on here was no. Scroll out.
So I'm thinking right here, just right here is where competition can go down.
Nope. Yeah, I got one even better. Scroll out. Go behind my building.
Behind your building.
Go behind the restaurant.
All right, let's see if we can figure this out.
You know how to use Google Maps?
No.
I don't know where you're at now, buddy.
Yeah. There we go. Where the hell did I go?
I don't know. You're on the side.
There we go. Okay.
All right. Zoom in.
Yeah.
All right. See that?
Right here?
No. Across this little alleyway. See the road?
Okay. Yeah.
Now, this is a whole massive parking lot right behind the restaurant.
And that's what you're thinking about hosting the competition.
That's where the competition's going.
When is the competition?
All right. So that's my building. Bam. Well, go back. That's my building. This is where the judges will be.
Okay.
That's where you'll drop your steaks. That's the what do you call it? The patio.
Okay.
All right. And then turn around, bang.
Damn. And you have access to this parking lot, or do you have to get a permit from Florence to operate here?
Bro, I can get whatever we need. No problem.
Nice. Then when's this event going to go down then?
I don't know. I'm still the city. Well, see, me and the city are cool now. They got me. I had a meeting with them this morning. Well, breaking news. I'm going to be hosting a rib eating contest for their 4th of July, their big 4th of July festival.
So we're going to sit down and see how many people can hammer out a ribs.
Yeah.
Hot dog style.
So I, they were telling me like, hey, what do you think we could do to make this event even bigger? And I was like, dude, why don't we do it like, because it's a hot dog eating contest every year in Chicago. It's massive.
Yeah.
I was like, why don't we have a rib eating contest? I'll supply all the ribs. Each contestant gets 2 racks. Whoever can eat it the fastest or in 10 minutes, is the winner.
Yeah.
So I'll be doing that. That's my first quote unquote event this 4th of July.
Awesome. Hell yeah, that is awesome. I'll be in just south of Denver on the 4th of July. So I'll be Wu-Tang's final tour.
I heard Wu-Tang will be in Florence. You bring Wu-Tang to Florence.
Phoenix. Yep, they'll be there. But
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, you ready for them? None of them eat pork, right?
Well, I got brisket. It's fine. I got brisket and turkey. Come on down.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But that's gonna be awesome if you can get that launch maybe in the 2026 season. That'd be badass.
Yeah, because Arizona doesn't have anything. Like we don't have SCA contests.
Well, you should do it you should do it the weekend before Worlds. That way everybody's going through it anyways.
No, well, I don't know. I want to do it when nobody has anything going on, no Christmas,
good luck. Good luck.
I know. I dream big, bro. I dream big.
Welcome to the scheduling world.
Right.
It's a pain in the butt.
I know.
Right. So my other question too is, since we're on a podcast, you know where this is going. We're on a podcast right now.
I wish
What?
I was listening to Phil's. All right, sorry.
Right.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
We talked to Phil little bit about it, but I want to hear your side of the story on the falling out of "Don't Drop the Tongs."
Well, I don't think it was a falling out. Did you say
Well,
it was a
just what
falling out?
no, I didn't say. I shouldn't say falling out. Just ending the show.
Not well. So okay, so we had
Postponing it.
Yeah,
Postponing it, delayed.
I'd call it postponing, aka delayed.
Okay.
Barrel Boy was the big, the one that kept us all together because, he worked at a radio station and he worked there since he was a child, pretty much. And so he had the whole studio, the whole, everything, iHeartRadio. So we were going right through them, and they were giving us all these channels and everything to put our stuff out. And Barrel Boy got a job offer that he couldn't refuse. So he left the radio industry and went to be a VP at this, I guess I can say it's like a ramen noodle company. The head, what is this? Not Toyota. It's something like a Toma, some kind of whoever invented the ramen noodle. Okay. So he is a VP for them. And so he left the radio thing and kind of, and then Phil was going through his stuff. And then I was, doing the restaurant thing, and we said, F it. But the plan was, I think it's still going down, but is Smitty and I and Phil to do a podcast.
Right.
So that's kind of where that's at right now. As soon as I get this damn restaurant settled.
Right.
But
I did say on Phil, I know it's adding food to my plate, but I got something going on here, like I wouldn't mind helping with that show. I'm saying it publicly. We can do something like this, you know what I'm saying? So just throwing that out there slightly.
All right. All right.
But we can talk offline. But that's Phil was telling me like about the podcast. He goes, you guys would always bust his balls about he can't make the show because he's working at the restaurant, blah blah blah, and you guys would give him a hard time. But now it's flipped a little bit, right? You can kind of understand about the stress from the restaurant. I
can understand 100%. I can understand that. But there's times you can figure it out, like make it happen. But no, I totally get it from Phil's side. Phil knew, and I gave him too much hard time about it, and I'm living that life right now.
Right. And then Phil,
I'm 100% living that.
Yep. And then Phil also wanted me to bring up we can't forget about the people behind the scenes of all this. And he put Justin and your dad on top of with this too. He goes, those 100%. Guys are behind him 110%, pushing Kyle to the next level. And correct. He just
I'd be nowhere.
People know about that.
Yes, I'd be absolutely nowhere without those two. Like,
right.
It works out great because Kofini wants nothing to do with that's Justin's last name. So he wants nothing to do with like the cooking side and all the other like the other BS, which I'm all in on. Like I'll do the cooking, I manage the day to day, everything. Kofini handles the books. He handles the like the scheduling, the ordering, all the other crap that I want nothing to do with, like computer shit. I want nothing to do with. Like I'm good. Keep me away from that. And then my dad, he's running all the catering side of everything. So there's no catering out here in Florence. Nobody caters. And so when we started saying we cater, I mean, it absolutely goes crazy. So my dad handles all the catering stuff. And then of course, he keeps me level-headed because I get crazy sometimes.
Get twisted up.
Yeah. But without those two, no way, bro. This would not be possible. No effing way at all.
Yeah.
So, but yes, they're a big factor in the background.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah, because him and I, we talked. Yeah, it was only a 20-minute conversation. Maybe you should listen to that episode. But we handled a lot about what happened to the podcast and your restaurant, his restaurant, and how he's on his new venture, doing his thing, and he wants to open another restaurant. But yeah, he just had to give a big shout out to the people behind the scenes. We obviously you're the face of the show, right?
You got to. Somebody's got to be the face, and somebody has to do the back end. That's a bit like people who open restaurants just by themselves. I don't understand. I would love to like have a conversation with them because I don't understand how you could do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Like I'd have already quit, closed, and on to the next thing if it was just me. No effing way I could have done it myself.
Asking for your old job back, boss. I know I said I wasn't coming back, but here I am.
Crawling back. Like, come on, boss. I'm done with this. I need my 410s back. Monday through Thursday. I want every weekend off again. But yeah, no, you have to have a good supporting cast. You have to have a good, back end of people who keep pushing you, do this, do that, and stuff like that. So yeah, if it wasn't for them, yeah, bro, none of this would happen.
Right. Yeah. So let me understand this. You're closed Mondays and Tuesdays, right? Is that just pretty much a reset for the restaurant? Is that kind of like cleaning the smokers out? Getting inventory where it is. Yeah. What's going on
correct.
on those 2 closed days?
So Monday is, if you don't have, competition guys know this, like you have to clean your smoker. If you don't clean your smoker, the judges there's this taste, and I can't really explain it, but it's like a not a soot taste, but there's like a taste to your food if you don't clean your smokers. And everyone's like, oh, you got to keep it seasoned and this and that. No. So Monday is deep clean day. So the cooks come in, they deep clean the smoker, the kitchen and all that. And the girls, the kitchen staff or the servers and all that, they take care of all of the, what do you call it? Like the dining room, they deep clean that whole thing. And then we make 65 gallons of barbecue sauce a week. So we start on Monday doing that. And then all of our wing sauces and everything is all homemade. So we knock out the barbecue sauce and the wing sauce on Monday, and deep cleaning. And then Tuesday, the truck comes in with all of the product that we need for the week. And so we start, we get the briskets trimmed, get the ribs going, and just start going through that, getting everything prepped. Soaking the beans.
How big is your walk-in?
That's a funny question. We don't have a walk-in.
Oh,
yeah, that's a problem for us. So yeah, refrigeration's a big deal for us.
That's a pain.
Yes, it's a very, very big pain. But Justin and I have figured out a system now on we get 2 deliveries, 1 delivery on Tuesday and 1 delivery on Friday. So we do, like a Tuesday delivery, and then a Friday delivery is what's going to help us push us through the weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
How much product are you cooking a day?
We do 35 racks of ribs a day, about 23 to 27 briskets a day, and then 31 to 36 pork butts a day.
Wow.
And then we do 15 turkey breasts a day, and we do a shitload of chicken thighs. What else do we cook? Yeah, we do that.
So,
and then we smoke all of our wings. Our wings are, they're smoke fried, so they all smoked.
Smoke fried, yeah, that's the best way to go, man. That's so good.
Yeah. And it was just hard. It was hard for us to, like people would come in and be like, we close at 8 and they come in at like 7:30. Like, hey, we want some ribs. Like, we're out, buddy.
We're sold out.
And people out here just did not understand. I think they understand it now, but they just never understood. So I had to give them the whole song and dance about, you go to
can't throw another burger on the grill for you.
Yeah, correct. And a lot of them are used to going to like, what is it? Who's baby back ribs? Who's that? Is that Chili's?
Chili's, yeah.
Yeah. So they're used to going to like a Chili's or something. They always have ribs. I can get this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, so I have to tell them the whole story. Like they're frozen. They pull them out, they put them on a flat top. They put water, cover them, steam them back to life, and barbecue sauce and out the door. And I was like, we don't do that. So everything there is made fresh. Starting at 2 a.m. every day, when we're open at 2 a.m., we start fresh with everything. And once we're out of something, we're out for the day.
Yep.
And some days we'll be out of ribs.
It's what you got to do.
I know. Some days we'll be out of ribs by 2 o'clock. Some days at 7:30, I'll have 10, 15 racks left over.
Wow.
So it's just the game that, the game that we play.
It's the nature of the beast, man. But making everything fresh every day makes all the difference in the world, though.
Correct.
You're doing it right.
Because and I explained to him, like, when you own a restaurant, you get invited to these, like, not trade show. It's kind of like a trade show, like a Cisco or like a Performance Foods will put on a show where they bring in all their vendors, and their vendors cook all this food, and then the owners get to walk through there and sample the foods and this and that. And I was blown away about everything that was like boiled or cooked in an oven, or you just throw this in the deep fryer, or you throw this in the the microwave for 15 seconds, do this and do that, and you get this food and people plate it and out the door. And I never understood that. I said, that'll never happen. Like no freaking way could we ever do something like that. And, but I get it. Like as a business owner looking to just trying to cash in real quick. If you own a restaurant and you can get food like that, you get to train, 15, 16-year-olds. Hey buddy, press this button. After 30, correct. After 30 minutes, go ahead and pull this out, put it on the plate. See you later. Or put this in the microwave, do this. Because if you think about it, you don't see the owner of Taco Bell sitting there making tacos and stuff like that. That dude's on a yacht somewhere, he figured it out about, they make the food somewhere, they bring it in. Hey buddy, guess what? Put this in the microwave, put this here, throw this on a griddle, do this, do that. And any fast food you go to, it's all kids working. It's all kids. And it's a labor thing. No owners want to pay, labor's the most expensive part. Besides your food cost, well, it's just that balances between each other. But labor's a big part, and nobody wants to pay that, and so they'll cheap out on the food, have shitty food, and have kids making the food. And we won't do that ever.
Speaking of which, do you have a pitmaster in training?
Hi, my name is Kyle. How are you?
Jesse headset. Yeah. You really don't have anybody who can take the wheel if needed.
Yeah, I do, but yeah, I do, but I still have to be there. Like I can't let go. Like it's just like, oh, like he's fine. You can just and I can't do it. Like, okay, what and I always play the scenario in my head. Like, okay, what if? Fine, I'll sleep in till 5. I'll be there at 5:30. I wake up at 5:30. I have 100 missed texts that said, hey, I'm calling in. I'm sick today, not coming in. Blah 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 blah. Now you have no food for the day.
Yeah,
I can't do it. I can't freaking do it.
But what if Kyle has a premium parking spot in front row to the Dallas Cowboys game? What's going on with that?
I'll figure that out too. I mean, I don't know. I have to figure it out.
Because you gotta have
stars align.
Because you do. I understand you're very new at this and you're still going and you're pumping into it, but you also got to make Kyle time. You have to look out for yourself a little bit. And
I get it.
Do something.
First couple years though, there's no Kyle time. First couple years,
hell no. But you got to figure out how to incorporate that at some point. I'm not saying now, but you're gonna have to figure it out.
Me on this fancy podcast now. I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna happen, bro. I can't.
I've got a pro tip I'm gonna give you on your cleaning process offline. When we get off the podcast, I'll tell you a little trick on that old hickory.
All right.
Pro tip.
Hell yeah. So, I love me a little pro tip. I'll take anything I can, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything I can.
So speaking of employees, how many employees are you running? I love seeing your videos and you have the girls involved, streaming. But how many
we have
you got?
This girl loves, she was always playing on her phone, and I try to be the asshole, like, dude, get out. Like, I don't care what you just get off your phone and do that. And then I'm like, ding, ding, ding. Hey, guess what? You want to be on your phone? Make TikToks all day long. I don't care what you do. Make a bunch of videos. There is probably 12 or 13.
Wow, nice.
So we got like 3 servers in the morning because lunch is massively crazy out here. Just because there's 9 prisons out here, and all of them,
jeez.
Yeah, so it's Correction City at the restaurant. But yeah, I mean the girls, I mean, they do good. They do good. And then we have shifts. So we have a shift. One guy comes in at 3:30 in the morning, and I meet him there, and we do we do the thing, and then he's out of there by 11. And then I have 2 cooks come in at 9, 10 o'clock, and then they work till 3. And then I have 2 new cooks come in from 3 to 8, or about 3 to 9, because they stay clean and all that stuff. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's a full-blown restaurant, bro. It's
right.
It's full-blown.
It's crazy how it just can change, right? Because you probably went into this mindset. It's just gonna be me and Pops being able to hammer this out, right? And get
that's what I thought. Yeah, and I was like, bro, I want to take a day off. I'll call Kofini. Kofini, get your ass in here. It's I'm taking the day off now. No,
right?
Not even close. Hell no. No.
If you could, obviously you're successful right now, but if you could rewind, would you do this again?
I don't think I would do barbecue.
No,
I think I would do something else. I think I would do something else. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. We're absolutely crushing it.
Wings and beer.
What, bro? I tried to pitch was like, yo, why don't we just do wings and ribs? That's it. Couple sides, wings and ribs. That's all you're getting.
Yeah. And beer.
But, yeah, and well, of course,
margins and beer.
Yeah. But and then we ran the food truck out there a few times for the events while the restaurant was getting built, or we were doing stuff to the restaurant. Everyone wanted a where's the pulled pork sandwich? Let me get a brisket sandwich. Let me get this. Let me get that. And I'm like, holy shit, we're a freaking barbecue restaurant. So no, it's good. I love it, but I would probably go into something, a restaurant for sure, but a different type.
Right.
But I think that's going to be later down the road.
You want to hear how I judge a barbecue restaurant?
Huh?
I go in there and see how old their trophies are. If I can't find a new trophy, they haven't changed anything since that last trophy.
Don't come in our place.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been to barbecue restaurants and their last trophy was from 1992. I'm like, so they've been doing the same thing since 92. There's not a lot of.
I know that's scary.
They haven't elevated or changed their process
because they
right?
got all their trophies before they open the restaurant. When they get into the restaurant, they're locked down. So
I'm sure.
You ain't going nowhere.
It's not.
I don't know how you do it.
It's not just that either. It's just the way barbecue is. You can probably tell between an old barbecue restaurant and a newer barbecue restaurant just by their recipes, and you can tell by those trophies. I'm pretty sure you're more innovative. You got more of that happening menu versus, let's say, Pat's Barbecue here in Utah. They haven't changed anything since who knows.
Well, see, because I always try to do specials like every Friday. Well, every weekend of every month will be something new. And I was doing a special every week when we first started. Mm-hmm. And the cooks and people that were learning, training in the kitchen, they were going crazy. Like, bro, you need to stop. And I'm like, no, it's very simple. You just do this, do that, blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking like, okay, no, I'm screwing these guys up.
Mm-hmm. Keep it simple, stupid.
I know. So I slowed down on that. And then once we got everything down, pat, life was good. Then I'm like, all right, so now we're going to start doing specials. So I'll start coming up with some crazy stuff saying, boom, hey, this month we're going to do this month this month that, but only on the weekends.
Nice.
So, Trevor Johnson jumped on me when we were out in Wendover when we were vending out there. He's like, you gotta take your menu and cut it in half.
Yeah.
Make sure their choices, make sure that you got to sign up in the line so they can make a decision before they get the cash register, because our cash register was ringing he timed me out every minute and 48 seconds.
Yeah.
He said, you got to cut that time in half.
Yeah.
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 And the next year we cut it down to 48 seconds.
Nice.
Well, every turn.
I know.
Keep it simple.
There's a restaurant throughout this entire nation that you can go to. They're not open on Sundays, but their menu is very, very small, and they kill it with chicken sandwiches.
You're talking about a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, exactly. Their menu is so simple, so easy, and they burn through customers.
Yep.
Bro, that's so fast. So
that's what I'm talking about. A chicken restaurant. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm freaking talking about.
You can make more chicken.
I know, but
chicken's cheap as hell too. Breaded. I got a killer ass chicken breading. Like, damn, give me a spot. Like,
right.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I get it. Like, I ain't there at 2 a.m., putting brisket on. Like, we're breading chicken at 5, open at 10. Let's roll.
Let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
There's real estate. Just tell Kofini that you need somebody to run a fried chicken and burger spot.
No, bro. Wait till I'm waiting he retires. It's gonna be a whole. Better put my mayor hat on because I'm gonna be mayor.
Like I said, you're gonna go down the main street of Florence and it's just gonna be all Kyle's restaurants and butcher shops and Pitmaster Supply Company is gonna move in down there.
No plan B, baby. No plan B. I'm telling you, I got a vision and it's scary. It is scary.
Man, hopefully it doesn't ever snow down there because you'll be in trouble.
No. I don't know how y'all do it because I can. There's no way I could do it. Shoveling snow every day. I couldn't do it, bro. I don't know how you guys do it.
We only had to plow twice this year.
Yeah, see, now I'm good. I just get to walk outside into my car, bro. That's it. Nothing.
So if I want to go, let's just ballpark this for people. We're going to timestamp this at 8 p.m. on March 11th of 2025.
Bro, I thought we were on the same freaking time.
Yeah.
We're not on the same. Were we on the same time?
Yeah, last week we were.
last week. Now we're not. Gotcha.
Yeah, now we're not.
Okay, I'm
So
still trying to figure that out.
I'm timestamping this so somebody comes back to you in 2 years after listening to this podcast.
That's probably.
I want the price I heard on the podcast, but we're gonna just say that. How much is a platter gonna run me? I'm going into your restaurant. I want half a pound of brisket, some ribs. I want to try everything. I want that platter. How much are we?
You get everything but fries and wings, and it's $75.
There you go. I was gonna say 80.
That's
So
cheap.
just top of my head,
It is
like,
cheap.
It's
a big ass platter.
$80.
You go to Goldie's or something like that. You're $100-$200 in.
Yeah, but we're not your typical barbecue restaurant, bro.
Right.
We are.
That's what
we
I'm
are not
talking
your
about.
typical. Whenever y'all visit, this ain't your typical barbecue. This is like holy shit. Yeah. Okay, this is different.
Food.
This is
good.
Yeah. This
Kyle,
is
if Anthony ever shows up, just put his ass to work. Don't.
I will.
I will. Put him behind the counter.
Yep.
Go sling some meat, son.
Yep. Buster didn't show up, buddy. Start busting some tables.
Yep. Shit, I can just see it now. But Kyle's like, "Hey, the steak guy's here. Fucking, we're serving steak. We go grab 20 steaks from the butcher shop."
Bro. That's another thing. Is like I got a bunch of steak trophies hanging up in the restaurant.
Right.
And people are like,
"Why are you serving steak?"
Yeah. When's the steaks coming? When's the steaks coming? I'm like, okay. Okay.
You know what you should actually. Here's an idea. Obviously, we're not talking about right now, but you should count how many seats you have in your restaurant and have it one steak night a year where people reserve those for some high dollar and you serve, and you just have a steak restaurant for one night.
Well, I want to do like, so the patio, there's about 20 some seats out there. So I want to do like reservations only, figure it out. Have you get a steak, you get an appetizer, you get a steak, you get a side, and you get a dessert. Kind of chef it up a little bit.
Yeah,
I hate that word, but yeah,
and no choice. Here's the menu. This is what you get.
That's all you get. Correct. You want barbecue? Go back inside. Correct. Something like that. Right. Correct. Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, you should do your competitive. Call it competitive cooking, or something along those lines with your competition style. Arrangement.
Yeah,
I think that'd be badass.
I know.
Yeah.
I got so many damn plans that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like Butcher Shop's gonna have me going crazy too, but it's all good. We're gonna get it figured out.
We'll just hire Phil. Get a restaurant, go and have Phil go at it.
Yeah, that's all I need. Him and I just argue the whole time. We'll get nothing done. We'll sit there and argue the whole time about nothing. We just sit there and act, about nothing.
Just put it. It'll be like King of the Hill in your back alley. Just put a case of beer down.
Nothing will ever get accomplished. Him and I in the same. Bro. I mean, you should have heard some of our conversations and going to contest stuff. It's like, bro, like what did we just talk about? What are we doing? It's
right.
That's Phil though. That's Phil though.
Yeah.
He's helped out a lot. He's helped me out a lot.
Hell yeah. Well, Kyle, we've hit that hour mark, man. Go ahead and give your plugs and let everybody know where to find you, what you're up to, man.
Oh yeah.
What's the address of your joint?
All right. So You're Behind BBQ Birds and Bones. It's 270 North Main Street, Florence, Arizona. It's like 45 minutes east from downtown Phoenix. So if you ever come to Phoenix, just get in the damn car, 45 minutes, slide into the DMs, let me know you're coming, and we'll take care of you.
Nice.
Yeah, you can follow us, You're Behind BBQ. All of our rubs are on yourbehindbbq.com, or go to Jesse's spot. You're Behind BBQ. I'm on all the socials, all of them.
Heck yeah. Well, cool, man. Well, thanks again for taking time out of your evening, to do this. I know your time's limited, but we really appreciate it. And thank you for doing it. And we'll catch you. We'll catch you.
By the way, can I ask Miss Crystal Thompson? So you have like a person that goes out and gets you guests now?
She helps book, correct. Yes.
She helps book. Jeez, you are moving
sweetheart.
Dang, you boys are moving up. Oh, she's good. She's good. She's very good.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I didn't know where she fit. I didn't know what was going on. I haven't been on this podcast forever, so I'm thinking, we got somebody. Dang, we're moving up. Somebody to get you. I love it.
We should change our title to Celebrity Management.
That's what I'm saying. Miss Crystal, you need to start getting paid, Miss Crystal. You got to start. I'm telling you.
She says she's annoying.
No,
I'm annoying.
That's
annoying.
What gets
she's so not annoying.
She's not annoying at all.
Not at all, right?
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out, like, what do we? It was. I can't.
You're like, is this legit? Like, you're like,
the Masters are moving up. The podcast is moving on up.
Yeah, we're trying to, man. We're trying to.
So. You guys are good. You guys are good. I haven't heard nothing lately. Like, long story short, my truck has been in the shop for like a month and a half, and they can't figure out what is wrong with it. So
what's it doing? Let's see. Well,
So
we can get some people diagnosed. It had
to get a new, like, okay, so I was leaving a catering job. The truck died. And they said, oh, you need to change your fuel filter. And I'm like, bitch, I cuss a lot. I'm sorry. So I never used AAA before, but I have the expensive AAA to where, when I was traveling around the country doing barbecue contests, that I would never be stranded. Like, they would take my truck and trailer or whatever it was. So they took it over to the dealership, blah, blah, blah. Dealership put a high pressure fuel pump on it, put some hoses on it. They can't figure out it won't stay running. So it has Bluetooth, you can listen to all your podcasts and stuff like that. So I have a rental car, has no Bluetooth, has no place to like hook up your phone to like, bro, I'm out here listening to the radio, like
Highway 101.
That's what I'm saying, like the radio. And then I get these notifications on my phone, like, oh, hey, this podcast is on, or this podcast. I was like, bro, I can't listen to it. Like, I can't listen. I ain't got time. So I have like about a month and a half of podcasts to catch up on.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, bro.
It's all good. At least you can run this at the show. You can maybe put this on the TV at the restaurant and let the
because I hear my voice and then I'm gonna be like, nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't want to hear my voice. I'm good.
Well, cool, man. Well, thank you for joining us, and hold on tight. And Jesse will give you a tip on this back end. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, bro.
Thanks. All right, thank you, boys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Okay, you bet.